The name of the game is being first of mind as an agent. And if they see you consistently marketing there, they're going to think of you as the number one agent. So you need to be consistently marketing there, and you need to be connected with them on those social media channels to make that happen. Hi, this is Brian Icenhower, and we're going to talk to you a little bit today about Instagram and how real estate agents should be using Instagram to help grow and increase the sales of their real estate business and some of those best practices surrounding it. Now, I think most people probably know that Facebook owns Instagram. Instagram did start out as its own entity and it became very, very successful for a lot of reasons, and it caught the attention of the folks at Facebook, and Facebook eventually purchased it and has owned Instagram for a very, very long time. So the two work together quite similarly. So believe it or not, we can spend a little bit less time on this module because there's a lot of similarities between Facebook, Instagram. In fact, within the two social media channels, they often let you cross, if you create a story in Facebook, it can auto-populate the same exact story over in Instagram and vice versa. So you can do a lot of cross-promoting to both at once to make life a little bit easier because the two channels are so similar in a lot of ways. But there are some very important differences that we're going to talk about today as well, too. So one of the similarities between Instagram and Facebook is they allow you to have two pages. You could have a personal page and you can have a business page. And a lot of the rules do apply from a strategy standpoint that we applied on Facebook. And some of those strategies might be on your personal page. A lot of people are expecting to see personal things. So it's okay to every now and then mention that you're a realtor or even put a business related post up there. But again, you're going to start turning people off if it becomes a constant commercial. So you do want to mix in a lot of personal posts on your personal Instagram page. However, understand that the algorithm on Facebook's personal page is not applied on Instagram's personal page. So at this point, Instagram does not show your post to only those people that like, comment, or otherwise engage with your posts. They actually show all of the posts to everyone without the same algorithm applied. So because of it, you can actually weave in a little bit more frequent business posts from your personal business page. Just be careful with it because it does turn people off. People, on Instagram especially, are very, very, a lot of people left Facebook and went to Instagram because of all the advertisements. So people are a little bit more sensitive on Instagram to too much marketing. So you can turn people off just because you're putting it on your personal page. Again, you can mix it in, or you can be more creative with it. You can write more creative content, like something funny that happened to you when you're showing a house. Now you're reminding people you're on Instagram, but you're sharing more of a personal story or personal content with them, or things like that, or any way that you can weave real estate in on a personal level is what's actually preferred for your personal posts with regards to them getting you generating business for you. And then you've also got your business page, and your business page, you can go ahead and be purely business. But believe it or not, on Instagram, I actually like their business pages better than I do on Facebook because I think they get a lot more attention on Instagram than they do on Facebook. And I think it's the way they're laid out. I think this is what Instagram lets you lay that business page out a lot better than they do over on Facebook. So very important there. Now, so let's talk a little bit about that because you're on Instagram, your business page very much, just like on Facebook, your business page is very much your website. So those people that are addicted to Instagram, now I know there's a lot less people that are addicted to Instagram than there are on Facebook. Okay. So people always ask me, what are the most important social media networks to be on? Number one, it's Facebook. Why? Because everybody's freaking on it. Like there are so many people, my grandmother's on it, Facebook, everybody's on. But Instagram to me has become a very, very close second. To me, it's ahead of Twitter for real estate marketing. To me, it's ahead of just about every other social media. It's ahead of LinkedIn. There's just more people active on Instagram than there are on any other social media channel, with the exception of Facebook. So getting up there and having a good presence on there is very, very important. So when people are looking for someone or thinking about buying or selling a house, oftentimes it's very common for people to be scrolling down Instagram every single day. And it's not even age group specific anymore. There used to be a time where you'd say, okay, well, people over the age of 40 are all on Facebook. And most of the people under 40 or at least under 30 are now all over on Instagram or even Snapchat or something like that. Believe it or not, Instagram has now grown. I mean, there's people that are, that don't like the chaos and all the sales and ads and marketing and stuff going on Facebook. They want a more simplified, streamlined. I just want to look at photos, and it's where my kids are. So I want to see their photos. So I'm going to be on Instagram. And at any age group. So you're seeing, Instagram's market share has just been growing as a result of their being purchased by Facebook, and not so surprising. So getting up and having a strong presence on Facebook with your business page and a personal page for that matter is very, very important. And it's very easy to do if you're familiar with Facebook, because so much of it is similar. So just to understand now. So let's take a look at that actual page. And I want to show you some examples of some really good Instagram pages that a lot of our clients has put together with hopefully some of our coaching. Because understand when, if someone's thinking about buying or selling, they're not necessarily going to go on the internet anymore. They're going to look for people they know. And when they look for people they know, hopefully that's you. They're not necessarily going to go on the internet, because you got to go into Google, and then all of a sudden you're going to search all over the place and try to find you amongst all the other things that come at them. Sometimes it's easier just to go on Facebook or Instagram, and they can find you there. They can go right to your homepage. And when they go to your homepage, you need your homepage to look good. Or they might be scrolling and thinking about buying or selling and seeing one of your posts and be like, oh, man, I need to call her. Then they click on that and they go to your homepage. That homepage needs to look good. Because why? Their listing is going to be featured on your homepage. They want to be looking good. And the way your homepage looks is as a direct indicator of how good you are at marketing and how good you are at designing and how good you are at presenting things and putting them in their best light. So it's almost like you showing off how good you are at marketing. And that's, quite frankly, one of the key things that most home sellers want in their agent. They want this agent to make their house look good. Get it out there, be able to market it. So this is where you show that, and that's often done long before you get in the listing presentation. They actually use that as part of their criteria as to whether to reach out to you. So you wonder where those come list me phone calls come from. If you're not getting enough of them, maybe look at how you're presenting yourself out there. What's your online presence look like? What does your website look like? What does your Facebook page look like? What does your Instagram homepage look like? So I'm going to show you what some good ones look like that generate a lot of listings from some of the highest producing agents in North America. Here's one that I just love. She's one of my favorite people. Her name is Cynthia Ostos. And she's up in Toronto, Canada, in the greater Toronto area. And here's her homepage. And you can see it just looks beautiful. And there's see how she's using a similar theme here. She's got this teal color working everywhere so that it looks nice and consistent. She's got a few stories up here that match it in teal. She's got a lot of the same combination of fonts. She's got this script font she uses throughout. She's got this block font she uses throughout. So she's actually tying these all in, the same fonts, the same color schemes, all the way through. It looks nice. It looks professional. It looks classy. She looks like a pro. She brings in her sign, same colors on the sign as well too, all over the place. And so look at how it's tied together, and it looks professional, like a website. Doesn't this look like a website to you? It's just it's attractive. I don't want to show off my website. Someone comes to this, it looks good. Notice that. She puts in her description there things that would attract clients, like client focused with a heart, award-winning team, meaning I'm successful. So she's showing that not only do we sell a ton of real estate, we're good at it, but we're also big on customer service. I love that. There's a link here to her website here as well too, so it's very easy to find her. She's got a nice link to her website. And then she has nice little, these are called Instagram stories. We'll talk about these more, but she has these clearly displayed. She's created nice story cover images by using canva.com, like we've talked about so much. Go on to canva.com and create your own cover images for each of these stories on Instagram. Nice, and see how they're color coordinate, and they tie in with her font everywhere all the way through. And so she's got that tied in, and then she has a nice mix, a nice consistent mix of what the posts are about. Like, here's a coming soon, here's a welcome a new agent to the team, here's a just purchased by one of her new agents, here's a personal photo of her little her daughter, here's a photo of her, there's a video of her, one of their houses, a client testimonial photo, a team shot. See how she's mixing it up? Nice, just listed, just sold, just purchased, market updates, coming soons, featuring top producing agents on the team. Some of these have videos, some of these are stagnant posts, all the way through. What we are seeing here, a very nice and consistent structure to this whole page, right? All the way through, right? Then you can float over to her reels. Those are posts. Now we can move into reels, right? So reels are just short videos, and you can see she's got all the agents on her team mixing it up. Sometimes here's a video about one of the houses, one of her listings. So and reels kind of flow in a reels. It's a brand new Instagram feature, probably their newest feature, where they just show quick little running videos of the listings. And it's another way to market your listings. Is it really going to generate a whole lot of buyers? No, but is it going to impress potential sellers? Yes. If you do reels and your competitors do not, that differentiates you and gets you a lot more listings. So here's her scrolling through a house on a reel. This could be her, this is one of her agents on her team walking you through a house. And now you can see the agent. Agent might talk to you, tell you messages, so you get a little personal feel. Walking through each home. Here's Cynthia herself up there talking about, a market update in one of her reels. Okay, so she's giving you an update, a local market update for the greater Toronto area up there. So there's a lot of her, a lot of other people. Here's their client event Christmas party reel, all the way through, mixing it up between houses and people and events, houses, peoples, and event, all the way through on the reels, just like the posts. Her posts are a combination of houses, people, events. The people are clients, the people are her own agents, the people, and then you got the houses, you got some local areas, you got market updates mixed in here. It all looks coordinated. It does not look choppy. It does not look all over the place. There aren't a bunch of contrasting photos. It looks nice and tidy, nice and tidy. All right, so let's show you another one. Here's the Noah Bailey Group, kind of a similar feel here. They're a great client. They're in St. Augustine, Florida. They got a little bit of work to do. I don't see any stories up here, and they aren't utilizing Reels yet, although Reels is brand new, but beautiful looking page, right? They've got a nice little logo symbol of the pineapple. They are in Florida, and you can click right through. They have a good description, the most innovative team, one of the top teams in North Florida, and they do a great job mixing in the same fonts, the same color scheme. So it looks very professional. They've got lots of different listings, just listed, just sold, meet the agents, showing a little bit about the local highlights, hyper local posts about what it's like to be on the beach at St. Augustine's, in St. Augustine. So different listings, different houses, different people, meet the team, meet the agent, client testimonials right here from one of the clients as well too. So really nice job of mixing it up. And it looks like a great website. Looks like a great website. Looks nice and handsome and features very well. This is the Anderson Group. They're an amazing group of dynamic agents. Worked with some of them for years now. And you can see as you go through here, they actually utilize their stories to meet different members of the team. I really like that. And you can kind of keep scrolling. They got a lot of team members. They're a really highly successful team. So you can actually watch little videos about each member of the team by clicking on these. And then you're gonna learn a little bit about each member of the team. And you can learn about him and his family and his interests and where they like to vacation. Very cool. It's a great way that the team markets on behalf of his agents. I love that. You skip into their reels down here by clicking on reels. You can see videos of the agents. This is Eric, the team leader of the team. Here's a coming soon video. So they're rotating people and houses as well too. They're rotating in client events here. Here's International Women's Day they're celebrating at a well-known local restaurant. They have a video shot for that. So they run a reel of it and they show it's a client event where they invite a lot of their female clients to get together as a group. So they show that, show they're active in the community, that they take care of their clients, et cetera, et cetera. So they're mixing in and weaving in those people on the team, clients, agents, houses, active listings, etc. And again, with their posts, really professional looking. I mean, just a great job. You can meet their whole team here. So it's a photo of, you can meet the agents on their real estate team. Then you can flow through and look at their open house, a just sold, meet more agents, individual agent spotlights here. Of each one, more houses, more open houses, meet some of their vendors. Here's a client testimonial weaved in. Here's some clients they represented, like a client testimonial as well too. So you're showing more people, mixing it up. So it's really a great job by the team. Looking nice and professional, being very consistent. And that's a key thing here to remember. Really, really important to stay very consistent with your posting, right? If you're going to post once a week, post once a week. If you're going to post on Instagram, I recommend posting daily. There's enough content out there to post daily, but you certainly should post 2 or 3 times a week at minimum. But a daily post is really, really crucial. Some of these top teams, you're seeing, I'm showing you a lot of teams because they actually have administrative support that is kind of dedicated to that. Very, very much dedicated to that. In fact, I'll show you one. Another one, my wife actually just hired a marketing director. I don't think that she's actually even started yet, but her team, you can see she's got a similar theme here. She's got the red logo and like kind of a sub logo with the lowercase r, and her main logo is the full Robin Icenhower. And she mixes in just sold, just listed as well to meet a new agent that joined the team. Here's a client event that they attend. They had a client giveaway winner here, and you can see the red theme in the same fonts. Meet another new agent. Here's where they are ranked number 39 in the country, top producing real estate team. Here they are supporting a local soccer tournament. Here's a price reduction. Here's a new listing video. Here's a do more things that make you forget to check your phone. You know, inspirational quotes mixed in. Here's where they hit 100 sales early on in the year. Clients or agent spotlight. Another inspirational quote mixed in. So you can see a consistent, they're rotating between people, events, giveaways, listings, houses, open houses, meeting the agents, meeting the clients. Very consistent theme here all the way through, consistent colors, consistent fonts, consistent style all the way through. They are utilizing, they've only got a couple reels. They clearly just started doing that. Again, reels is newer than most as well too. But they are utilizing the stories where you can meet lots of their different agents. Different client events are listed up here too. So you can see they had like a coffee client event. So you might click on that and you can see a little story about this client event they had. Looks like they had Christmas photos with coffee with Santa. So you could go and take photos with Santa, meet the team, bring a toy for to be donated to children and things like that. So you can kind of get a feel. So someone looking to see if this is a good team to work with, you can kind of go to their Instagram page and take a look and get a feel. Oh God, these guys are trustworthy. They're active in the community. They sell a lot of real estate. They look professional, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This may be a team that I want to work with in the future because of the way they present themselves out there. So that's kind of the idea behind the Instagram story is you want that consistency. You want to continuously be posting. And we're going to do it through those 3 main methods. I showed you what reels look like. I showed you what stories look like. And I showed you what an Instagram post looks like. Now I'm showing this all to you on my desktop app. That way it's easier to show you as opposed to looking at it on your mobile phone. The desktop top app is on Instagram. Microsoft has a version of it. I recommend getting if you have a Microsoft computer. And I think Apple has a pretty good version as well too. Just find the best version and you can put that app for free on your computer so you can manage things and look at things a little bit better on Instagram. Unfortunately, it's most widely used by the users on their mobile phone. So, I mean, the vast majority of people use both Facebook and Instagram on their mobile phone, but really primarily Instagram is almost 100% a mobile app. So it's very important you look at the layout there, but you'll see, when you're looking at an Instagram news feed from a user point of view, okay? So they're not necessarily always on your homepage. They're actually just looking through the news feed that comes flowing through. So this is what that might look like, right? They're going to be here on their news feed, and then they're going to be scrolling through post after post after post from a lot of different people, right? So you might see, oh, here's one of the Noah Bailey's posts, but then there could be some advertisements coming through here or some other people I follow. So they scroll through it just like a timeline on Facebook, right? Or a news feed on Facebook. They're just going to kind of scroll through and see it. Now at the very top, you're going to see this is where the Instagram stories are, okay? And you're going to see, you can keep scrolling to the right and you can see more and more stories. If you want to be the story that shows up the most, Instagram is going to always show you the stories that you click on the most. So if I go on here and I click on the TH Homes group, Tiffany Hernandez, who does a great job with her Instagram. That's one I should definitely show you. You can see her story. She's a great social media agent. She's always posting stories. You can see that as we post through, she's always giving you do-it-yourself tips, ways to store things in your property to get ready for closings and things like that. See, I just clicked on hers. If I come back, she's going to show up first here because Instagram is going to move her story to the very start so that I always see her story at the top first. So whichever stories people click on, those are the stories Instagram is going to put up there first so that people don't have to scroll a long ways to find them. Okay, which is a kind of a neat way to do that. Here's another one of our clients. You'll notice we follow a lot of our own clients. Jillian Boss, same thing. She's actually showing one of her vendors doing some window washing that she recommends to clients and things like that. Same deal. I click on her post. Next thing I know, that story is going to be showing up first. Jillian's another example of someone who has a very clean team. You can see that they've got amazing stories at the top that all coordinate and look nice and clean all the way through. You scroll down, you can see market updates just listed. You can see a nice personal photo of herself and her son. She's got it just listed here. One of her vendors mixed in here. Another market update, more listings. They even have a Jillian Boss summertime song playlist all the way through. Meet different members of her real estate team, some photos of some local images. It's just a beautiful, beautiful homepage. And that you can see why she's one of the top luxury agents in her area as well too. So as we keep clicking on those, you're going to see those stories are going to show up first. So you want to have compelling stories so that your story always shows up. The more people that view and interact with your story, the more you're going to show up first at the top of their news feed, and they won't have to scroll forever to find you. Because quite frankly, people aren't going to scroll forever to find you. So it's like the rich get richer on Instagram. So you want to post a lot of stories to increase the likelihood that people are going to look at them. Because the more people that look at them, the more you're going to show up. So if you only do a story every now and then, you're not going to really get seen by a lot of people. So you have to be consistent with your stories so it shows up. Very similar to Facebook's algorithm. The more you post, the more engagement you get, the more engagement you're going to keep to increase it by. So it's very important to stay relevant and keep those stories. Don't just do posts and ignore the stories. Post the stories too, because they're gaining more and more traction. And plus, you can go back and look at a lot of diagnostics on those stories and see how many people are looking at them, how many people are viewing them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you'll start to learn, boy, this is getting some traction. This is getting some reach. We're starting to see a lot of people here. So a lot of people are starting to look at my stuff, right? So real important to utilize the Instagram story. Utilizing Instagram Reels, like I showed you how we do that as well, is equally important because there is a section on your mobile app on Instagram, that people can just click on Reels, which rather than scrolling through static posts and videos on Instagram, it just runs reel after reel after reel. It's an embarrassing fact that, Instagram quickly saw how the entire, American public is going complete ADD and just wants to just see quick video after quick video. They don't even have to click. It just keeps showing the next one after another. And you can just get completely addicted to staring after reel because they're fast little videos, one after another, after another, after another. And again, people get lost and just start watching those forever. And if some of yours start mixing in, that you get included in that trance and you stay first of mind with members of your sphere of influence. That's why it's so crucial to have, and we always teach you to have so many. We need to be connected with everybody in your sphere of influence. You need to be friends with on Facebook, and you need to be following and have following you on Instagram. Because the name of the game is being first of mind as an agent. And if they see you consistently marketing there, they're going to think of you as the number one agent. So you need to be consistently marketing there, and you need to be connected with them on those social media channels to make that happen. Okay. To make that happen. So it's very, very important. So I hope that helps you. Some best practices on Instagram, how to get your Instagram page looking good. And by looking at those pages, I can show you how they post with that consistency, with that uniform look and that professional feel, and how they're diversifying the type of posts they're doing, how they're using stories, reels, and normal posts to mix it up and find different ways to stay in front of everybody in their sphere of influence that they're connected with on Instagram. So I hope that helps, guys. Let's get started on your Instagram pages and be consistent with your content that you post as well too. Okay, thanks again.